Good afternoon, Salt High School faculty and staff. Great to see everybody this afternoon. Just wanted to touch base with everyone and go over a couple things to get our week started. Um, First, like I mentioned last week, man, I'm so proud of how you guys responded so quickly and so appropriately to the transition to e-learning that we've had to kind of face over these past couple weeks. Just wanted to give you some encouragement as we wrap up this week. It's weird. I don't know if it feels like it or doesn't feel like it, but we'll be going into spring break this Friday. So we're in like a 5-day countdown for spring break. So we'll push it hard this week and then have a chance to unplug for 9 days. And it is going to be a spring break. I want you to encourage yourselves and your students to kind of unplug, take a step back, and decompress a little bit because it's been a lot for these last couple weeks. I just want to add on that note, the amazing job you guys are doing. I want to make sure we're not putting too much pressure on ourselves, too much pressure on our students through this e-learning process. It's a lot. It's a lot for me as a parent with 3 students that are doing e-learning. And I just want to make sure for you guys that you're not making it a stressful point for yourselves and that we don't make it a stressful point for our students as well. A lot of students need that additional support, that side-by-side, over-the-shoulder assistance, and just recognizing that them not having that is going to be stress-causing in and of itself. The expectations that we put down on our students have to be mitigated in light of these circumstances. It should be kind of a la homebound type of instruction, where we pare down a tremendous amount of work into just some tasks that students can accomplish and complete independently at home. So really paring down what those power standards are and then exposing students to that content. I want to talk about assessment a little bit. When we first started, we had a couple weeks, and I thought really we could just kind of kick the can down the road and worry about assessment when we got back. But with extending to the end of April, we're going to have to complete some assessment of students that are covering the units that you guys are teaching. My encouragement for you to do that is to look for what performance-based assessments you guys can utilize. How can students, and again, I want to emphasize, not working any harder, just working a little bit differently instead of a multiple choice assessment that assesses mastery. How can that change to something that is maybe short answer response, a couple of short answer response, or a project or a assessment that lets them demonstrate some learning. So I just want you to think about that as we move forward, because we do need to assess that students are learning, but it's got to be in a different way. The 50-question multiple choice assessment is not really appropriate for an e-learning environment. So think about that. Think about groups or other things that allow students to collaborate, but also can reduce that burden on you as a teacher. So be thinking about how to do that. But first and foremost, keeping in mind students are dealing with a lot of stressors at home and accessibility challenges. Factor that in as we go through the grading of Q4. Q4 started really for us grading-wise as soon as we changed into the e-learning environment. That's when we're really starting Q4. But being very thoughtful and careful about how we choose what assignments get entered into the grade book, how those are done, making sure that we're making those contacts and trying to funnel up to administration or counselors when we have barriers. We know that there's about 50 students that still are without internet access. That's just what we know, and we have kind of logged or recorded. About 60 that we haven't gotten in contact with, and about less than 20 that we know of that don't have a Chromebook. So we're working to resolve those every day. That's one of our main goals to whittle down and work on those. You guys just work on doing great things in the classroom. I'd love to be shared in on any of your class conversations, class meetings. I'm trying to get some of that FaceTime too with students. I miss them. I'm creating some content for them to see as well. But I just want to share this with you as a good morning, a good Monday, 5-day countdown. Looking forward to that spring break, have a chance to relax. If we have weather like this on spring break, we'll be in heaven. So great day today. Hopefully you guys are working in your office. That's got some fresh air in it as well for you today. So have great classes today. Have great classes this week. I hope you'll pop into some of our PD meetings Tuesdays and Thursdays. So look forward to seeing some of you guys there. But take a deep breath. Don't let this overwhelm you. And in turn, we don't want our students to feel that anxiety and pressure as well. So dial back. Reduce that expectancy of quantity of work, and just be sensitive for your needs and sensitive for your students' needs as well. So I wanted you guys to hear that from me, and thank you guys for everything that you're doing. You're doing amazing work, serving students that are really valuing having that opportunity to continue learning, and you're doing it in such a high quality way. I'm really happy for the students that are able to progress and continue learning despite being completely displaced from our school building. So hang in there. Let us know if we can do anything for you. Miss you guys all. Can't wait to see you again. We'll get together for another faculty meeting after spring break, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Happy Monday.